Hi, my name is Sarah, and I'm the psychologist at Cardiac and Pulmonary Rehab, and I'm going to be talking about how to cope with stress during the pandemic. Stress can come from any change that requires us to make a change, and right now with COVID-19, most people are experiencing dramatic changes to daily life. Things that used to be ordinary and routine, such as going to the grocery store, are now much more challenging and complicated. We find ourselves in a time unlike anything we've experienced before, and there's a lot of uncertainty. In addition, many of the strategies we've used to cope in the past, such as going out or visiting with friends and family, are not possible right now. So it's understandable that you might be feeling more distressed and worried. Now, everyone is different in how they react and what they'll find helpful, but here are some ideas about ways to cope that'll be helpful to most people. First, it can be helpful to focus on factors within your control. For most people, enhancing their sense of control and predictability can reduce stress. For dealing with COVID-19, try to follow recommendations from the Centers for Disease Control and other trusted medical sources. You can do things like work on staying inside, washing your hands, and physical distancing. For your physical health, you can continue to take care of yourself by exercising regularly, eating as healthily as you can, taking your medications, and keeping up with your doctors. For stress management, there are lots of activities that can be helpful. You can start with what you know works for you and then try out new strategies as well. So this could include things like reading, listening to music, keeping a journal, meditation, deep breathing and relaxation, spending time outside, exercising, working on hobbies, and talking with friends and family, or spending time with pets if you have them. For daily life, continue to take care of responsibilities around the house, be sure to set reasonable expectations. It can also be helpful to maintain a consistent routine, especially when our lives are not following their usual pattern. So you can do things like go to bed and get up at the same time each day, eat regularly spaced meals, and set aside and plan time for a variety of activities, including things you may be working on as exercise goals for cardiac or pulmonary rehab. It can also be helpful to spend time outside in nature, since this has been shown to reduce stress. So you can go for walks, sit outside, or if you have to stay indoors, try to sit by a window. Regular exercise can also help with stress management. You can continue with the exercises recommended by your coordinator. When you're exercising regularly, you'll feel more in control of your health. It can help reduce stress and tension, and it may improve your sleep. While we're not able to get together in person right now, try your best to maintain social connections. This could include making use of phone calls, video calls, email, texting, and writing letters. You can look for online options from support groups and religious organizations. If you're able to get outside, look for opportunities to talk with your neighbors from a safe distance, or even just wave to them. Pay attention to your home life. Social isolation may not be the problem, and instead it may be the case that you've got too much time in close quarters with your family. If this is the case, see if you can make an arrangement so that people who want to can have some time alone. You can also look for ways to come together and enjoy each other's company and do some things that maybe you didn't have time for in the past, such as a movie night or game night or a family dinner. It can also be helpful to be thoughtful about your exposure to the news. It's important to stay informed, but too much news can increase stress, so pay attention to how it's affecting you. It can be helpful to intentionally pick times during the day to read or watch the news rather than checking it throughout the day. You also want to be thoughtful about where you get your news and try to rely on trusted sources rather than things like a friend's Facebook page. You can also make use of your mindset. It's unquestionably a difficult time, and it is also the case that the way we think about events and experiences can affect our stress level. It's important to acknowledge your feelings and know that it's normal to have a variety of emotional reactions. You may feel upset, scared, angry, or resentful. It can be helpful to have an outlet for these feelings, and so maybe you could talk with someone you trust, keep a journal, or make use of your faith. You acknowledge your feelings, and then try to refocus on the present. It can also be helpful to remind yourself that this situation, while uncertain, will eventually improve, and you can try to pay attention to things in life that are positive and for which you're grateful. More information is noted in the description below, including sources, additional resources, and hotline phone numbers. If you feel like your distress is more than you can manage on your own, please get help. You can call one of the hotlines, contact your doctor, or in case of emergency, call 911. Thank you for listening, and stay well.